Welcome to today's news. You are watching Millennium News Hour and I am Tanziba Noreen. Here are the latest trending news stories from across the globe. Let's dive into today's top headlines. President Trump's tariffs push China to block rare earth exports to US. President Trump extended TikTok deadline by 75 days and promised more progress soon. President Donald Trump launches 5 million gold card visa program for wealthy immigrants. Judge ordered Trump administration to bring back man wrongly deported to El Salvador. Trump's Greenland ambitions rejected by Denmark's Prime Minister. Mayor Adams and NYPD open new World Trade Center command facility. Russell Brand faces multiple rape and sexual assault charges. US and allies push Russia for clear response on Ukraine ceasefire. South Korea's court removes President Yoon after martial law crisis. Dr. Yunus met Modi in Bangkok and discussed key Bangladesh issues. Rat breaks world record for detecting landmines in Cambodia. And Elena Del Don announces retirement from basketball after 11 seasons. You were listening to Headlines, now news in detail. China announced it would impose a 34% tariff on all US imports starting April 10. This move came in direct response to President Trump's new tariffs, which he introduced earlier this week. Trump called his action reciprocal, claiming China's trade barriers already added up to a 67% disadvantage for the US. Beijing also introduced new export controls on rare earth elements like samarium and gadolinium, which are used in defense and medical tech. China said it aimed to protect its interests in high-tech sectors. In addition, China suspended chicken imports from 2 US companies, Mountaineer Farms and Coastal Processing, due to banned drug traces. It also placed 27 American firms under trade restrictions, including High Point Aero Technologies and Universal Logistics Holding. China filed a lawsuit at the World Trade Organization against Trump's tariff plan. Trump responded online saying China played it wrong, they panicked. Since the tariff news broke, global stock markets suffered heavy losses. Trump said he remains open to new trade deals. China and other countries plan to keep negotiating, though many, including UK, are preparing more retaliation. President Trump extended the deadline for TikTok's Chinese owner ByteDance to sell the app by 75 days. The original deadline was April 5, 2025. Without a sale, the app would have been banned under a 2024 law. Trump had already delayed the ban on his first day in office. On Truth Social, Trump said his administration made tremendous progress on a deal. He signed a new executive order to give more time. He wrote, "We do not want TikTok to go dark." ByteDance has not confirmed if it plans to sell TikTok. Trump said the deal still needs more approvals and that his team continues to work in good faith with China. However, China announced a 34% tariff on U.S. goods, raising trade tensions. Trump met with Vice President J.D. Vance and advisors to review final offers. Vance believes a full deal is close. Interested buyers include Amazon, AppLovin, Perplexity AI, and others. Entrepreneur Ray Rasner supported the extension, saying it gives them time to secure TikTok for the US. The app has around 170 million users in America. President Donald Trump unveiled the first Gold Card Visa, a special residency permit that costs $5 million aboard Air Force One. Holding a prototype that featured his face and the inscription, "The Trump Card," Trump told reporters the visa would likely be available within 2 weeks. He joked, "I'm the first buyer. Pretty exciting, huh?" Trump previously stated that the sales of these visas, a high-priced version of the traditional green card, would attract job creators and help reduce the U.S. national deficit. The president emphasized that the card would offer a route to U.S. citizenship, particularly for wealthy individuals. In February, he mentioned the possibility of selling maybe 1 million of these cards and did not rule out that Russian oligarchs could also qualify for the new visa. The introduction of the Trump card marks another step in his broader immigration policy. A federal judge ordered the Trump administration to return Kilmer Abrigo Garcia to the U.S. by April 7 at 11:59 p.m. Garcia, a legal U.S. resident since 2011, was mistakenly deported to a dangerous El Salvador jail on March 15. The Trump administration admitted it was an administrative error. Garcia had no criminal record and his lawyer said he fled El Salvador to escape gang violence. The Department of Homeland Security claimed Garcia was in the MS-13 gang, but his attorney strongly denied it. During a court hearing, a DOJ lawyer said Garcia should not have been removed and had no answers for why he was arrested or deported. The judge ruled the government waited too long and must act now. Garcia's wife, Sura, said he is a loving father to their autistic child. She hopes he returns soon. DHS Secretary Kristi Noem visited the prison last week. Garcia's lawyer said this shows the government can retrieve him if ordered. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feed. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Denmark's Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen concluded a 3-day visit to Greenland, asserting that the US cannot annex another country, even with security concerns. Frederiksen made these remarks while US President Donald Trump sought control of Greenland, an autonomous Danish territory crucial for US security. Last week, Vice President J.D. Vance visited a U.S. military base in Greenland, criticizing Denmark for insufficient investment in the region. Frederiksen responded, emphasizing Denmark's strong alliance with NATO and commitment to defense. She stressed that while Denmark supported U.S. efforts in defense and Arctic security. Annexing part of Denmark's territory was unacceptable. Greenland's political parties recently formed a new coalition government, reacting to Trump's pursuit of the territory, which angered many in both Greenland and Denmark. Vance defended Trump's stance, claiming U.S. security interests in Greenland were vital and must be protected at all costs. New York City Mayor Eric Adams and NYPD Commissioner Jessica Stich announced the opening of the new World Trade Center Command at 27 Cliff Street, just steps away from the 16-acre WTC campus. This new facility replaces the previous location at the 1st Precinct and supports the NYPD's Intelligence and Counterterrorism Bureau. Mayor Adams emphasized the importance of counterterrorism efforts, saying the safety of New York requires constant vigilance. Commissioner Tisch highlighted the critical role the WTC Command plays in protecting the iconic site. The new facility includes workstations, private offices, and specialized resources like an armory and gun cleaning area. The WTC Command, led by Deputy Inspector Daniel Maggie, has 126 members who focus on high-visibility security at major locations like Memorial Plaza and the 9/11 Museum. The command will continue collaborating with various agencies and private entities to ensure safety across the WTC campus. Now it's time for global updates. Comedian and actor Russell Brand has been charged with one count of rape, oral rape, and indecent assault, along with 2 additional counts of sexual assault, according to London's Metropolitan Police. The charges follow an investigation that began in September 2023 after multiple women accused Brand of assaulting them between 2006 and 2013 at the height of his fame. In a statement, Brand denied the allegations, claiming he had never engaged in non-consensual activities. He further explained in a video posted on social media that he had struggled with drug and sex addiction in the past but emphasized that he had never been a rapist. Brand will appear in court for the first hearing on May 2, 2025. Authorities stated he was not in custody but to remain free on bail until then. The investigation remains ongoing, with police urging anyone with information to come forward. Britain and France accused Russian President Vladimir Putin of stalling ceasefire talks to end the war in Ukraine. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio stated that it would soon be clear whether Putin was serious about peace. The surge came after a Russian drone attack on Kharkiv, killing 5 civilians, further highlighting the need for a truce. In response, Ukrainian Foreign Minister Andriy Sybiha urged pressure on Russia to commit to peace. Despite Russia's rejection of a U.S. proposal for a 30-day ceasefire, discussions continue, with the first U.S. response expected in the coming weeks. U.S. officials warned that Russia's military buildup continues, with over 600,000 troops stationed on the front line. The Kremlin is preparing for a new offensive to strengthen its negotiating position. As part of the efforts, France has pledged additional support to Ukraine, including a military aid package worth $2 billion. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feed. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. You are watching latest global updates. South Korea's Constitutional Court removed President Yoon Suk-yeol from office after his declaration of martial law in 2023. The court ruled that Yoon violated the constitution by deploying military and police forces to obstruct legislative functions. The martial law, which lasted only 6 hours, sparked political chaos and protests. Yoon, who had faced public outrage and impeachment, expressed regret but did not fully accept the verdict. His supporters, however, vowed resistance. An election will be held within 2 months to choose his successor, with Lee Jae-myung from the opposition party seen as a likely candidate. Prime Minister Han Duck-soo assured the nation that security and diplomacy would remain stable during the transition. The incident left deep political divisions as South Koreans continued to process the brief imposition of martial law and its aftermath, which included military clashes and public unrest. Chief Advisor of Bangladesh Dr. Mohammad Yunus met Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Bangkok during the BIMSTEC summit and asked him to repatriate Sheikh Hasina. The meeting took place at the Shangri-La Hotel during a break on April 4. They had earlier exchanged greetings during the summit dinner on April 3rd. Dr. Yunus told Modi that reports of attacks on minorities in Bangladesh were hugely inflated and mostly fake news. He asked Modi to send Indian journalists to verify the situation. Dr. Yunus also said his government has a system to monitor all cases of religious and gender violence. During the talk, they also discussed the Ganges water sharing treaty, border killings, the Teesta project, and upcoming elections. Indian Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri said Modi raised minority issues clearly and expected the Bangladesh government to act seriously. Modi hoped to see a peaceful, democratic and inclusive Bangladesh. Both leaders ended their meeting by wishing peace and progress for both countries. Ronin, an African giant pouched rat, has set a new world record for detecting landmines in Cambodia, according to Belgian non-profit Apopo. Since August 2021, Ronin identified 109 landmines and 15 unexploded ordnance items, earning the title of Apopo's most successful mine detection rat and recognition from Guinness World Records. Ronin's achievements are praised for showcasing the power of positive reinforcement training. The rat works daily for about 30 minutes using a clicker training method to associate sounds with rivers. He is expected to continue his detection work for at least 2 more years. Previously, Magawa, another mine detection rat, held the record with 71 landmines found over 5 years. Cambodia continues to struggle with unexploded ordnance from past conflicts, and efforts like Ronin's are helping to reduce casualties. Apopo's work is global, with demining projects in over 60 countries. Let's have a look on today's sports story. Two-time WNBA MVP Elena Delle Donne announced her retirement from basketball after 11 seasons. In an Instagram post, she shared that her body seemed to make this decision before my mind accepted it. Delle Donne, who last played for the Washington Mystics, took the 2024 season off. Over her career, Delle Donne achieved 2 MVP titles, 7 All-Star selections, and 4 All-WNBA first-team honors. She also won a WNBA championship with the Mystics in 2019. Delle Donne was drafted 2nd overall in 2013 by the Chicago Sky, where she earned her first MVP award in 2015. She later joined the Mystics and led them to a dominant stretch in the league. Despite battling back issues and taking time off, including opting out of the 2020 season, Delle Donne's legacy remains strong. She expressed gratitude to her family, teammates, fans, and all those who supported her journey. We'll be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feast. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for business news. Today's New York stock close price is 18,767.19. The NYSE Composite is decreased by 765.55 points or 3.92%. Tokyo stock close price is 33,780.58. The Nikkei 225 index is decreased by 955.35 points or 2.75%. Shanghai stock close price is 3,342.01. The Shanghai index is decreased by 8.12 points or 0.24%. Hong Kong stock close price is 22,849.81. The Hang Seng index is decreased by 352.72 points or 1.52%. Bombay stock close price is 75,364.69. The Sensex index is decreased by 930.67 points or 1.22%. Let's have a look on today's weather forecast. Before finishing today's news, let's hear out the headlines again. President Trump's tariffs push China to block rare earth exports to US. President Trump extended TikTok deadline by 75 days and promised more progress soon. President Donald Trump launches 5 million gold card visa program for wealthy immigrants. Judge ordered Trump administration to bring back man wrongly deported to El Salvador. Trump's Greenland ambitions rejected by Denmark's Prime Minister. Mayor Adams and NYPD open new World Trade Center command facility. Russell Brand faces multiple rape and sexual assault charges. US and allies push Russia for clear response on Ukraine ceasefire. South Korea's court removes President Yoon after martial law crisis. Dr. Yunus met Modi in Bangkok and discussed key Bangladesh issues. Rat breaks world record for detecting landmines in Cambodia. And Elena Delle Donne announces retirement from basketball after 11 seasons. That's all for today. Keep watching Millennium News Hour for latest news update. To stay updated, like our Facebook page, subscribe our YouTube channel and visit our websites. Our website addresses are www.millenniumnews24.com and www.millenniumtv24.com. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all smart TVs and Roku TV, Amazon TV, Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with the Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with us for all the latest news worldwide. Thank you.